Hi, my beautiful tribe. This is Jules. I hope everybody's doing great. So, I'm going to be doing a reading for the Divine Feminine, and I will be doing this reading with 3 different oracles and then the one tarot deck. The 3 oracles that I have chosen for the Divine Feminine are the Goddess Oracle by Amy Sophia Marushinsky, the Yogic Path by Zahara Rose, and the Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish. What I want to include in this reading is how does the Divine Masculine see the Divine Feminine? What is his perception of the Divine Feminine? How does he see her? When he thinks about the Divine Feminine, what comes to his mind? Okay, or his feelings, or his, what is his perception of the feminine? And I will be doing clarifications with the Tarot of the Dreams by Lee Burston. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Goddess Oracle. And the cards have been pre-shuffled. I'm going to give it another shuffle just to make sure. And it's been a long time since I've done a divine reading. I need to get caught up with some of the readings as well. Okay. So let's go ahead and see. Okay. Spirit, please give me a card. How does the masculine view the divine feminine? Give me one card, Spirit. Just give me one card. We have Oshun, sensuality. Okay. Oshun, sensuality. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. He sees the feminine as a very erotic, sensual goddess, as someone who is very feminine, very much in touch with her sensuality, her erotic side. A lot of people might think this is something bad, but it in fact is something amazing. And when it comes to sensuality, the divine feminine, in essence, is very sensual. And I think it's great that the way he sees her, the way the masculine sees the feminine, is as a woman or a man that is very much in touch with that creative part of herself, which is very sensual and creative and erotic and very, very, very feminine as well. Okay. Let me get another shuffle here. Like I said, they had already been pre-shuffled, but I want to make sure. All right. Just give me one card, Spirits, for the feminine. How does the masculine see the feminine? And I'm using the Yogic Path right now. And then we have booty, like Buddha, but booty. So when I think of Buddha, I just think about, I'll read it from the book, but someone who has attained maybe like enlightenment or wisdom or awakening, someone who is more in the 5D than the 3D, someone who knows more about the spirituality, is more, I'm thinking about wisdom here, Let me just go ahead and read it from the book. But yes, like nirvana is what I'm thinking about, enlightenment, or what else? Here. And it says inner wisdom and intellect. Okay. You're remembering what you were born with. All the answers that you're seeking are inside you. You have realized life is not about learning, but about relearning. Letting go of the illusions so we can remember our innate solutions. You have silenced the chattering in the mind to allow the whispers of the soul to speak. And now beginning, to truly read and vast the textbooks that exist inside you. Yes. So this is about inner wisdom. So it's great. Very sensual and very wise. That's the way he sees you. Very smart. But I'm not saying smart, like textbook smart, but more like there's something about her that I just can't pinpoint. Like, she's not only smart, but she's wise. She is just wise. I don't know what other word to use. She is in touch with herself, her intuition. That's the way I see it. Let's do the Oracle of the Mermaids. Give it 2 more shuffles. So the way he sees the feminine, I mean, it's pretty nice. Sensual and wise. Okay, let's see what the Oracle of the Mermaids have. Please give me 1 card, Spirit. How does the masculine view the feminine? How does he see her? And I use he for masculine and she for feminine, but the roles could be reversed. Just give me 1 card, Spirit, for how does the masculine see the feminine? Oh boy, come on. Coral's wisdom. Funny. Coral's wisdom. Wisdom again. Wisdom. Colony, delicacy, fragility. Works that are created over great periods of time. Works that are created over a great period of time. So what I'm thinking with this, the masculine sees the feminine as someone that he has to earn. Works that are created over great periods of time. I also know when it comes to like Coral's wisdom from reading the book, is that the Coral's wisdom represents like a talisman, like a lucky charm. So maybe the masculine also sees the feminine as someone he can trust in a way. Trust, like a lucky charm. Someone that can, like when I'm with her, everything seems right. When I'm with her, everything seems to go in the right direction. But at the same time, I don't feel like he is taking you for granted. It's like he has to earn the presence. He has to earn the ability to be around the feminine. Like, she is not someone that I can just like disregard. You know, I have to appreciate her and take care of her. That's the way I see it. Okay, let's go ahead and do the clarifications with the tarot. And I will be pulling 2 cards for each one of the oracles. And see what else comes through. Either to clarify or to confirm, or whichever way it goes. But I think it's great the way this is coming through. We didn't get any reversals. I know we get reversals on the yogic path, and we can also get reversals on the Oracle of the Mermaids, but not for the Goddess Oracle. But everything came up right, so that's great. Okay, one more shuffle. And then I'll be pulling 2 cards for each oracle. Okay. Please give me 2 cards for sensuality, for Oshun spirit. Oh, look at the Empress. Tell me if the Empress is not like one of the most sensual cards on the deck. He has you in very, very high regards, feminine. Like I said, it's like he cannot take you for granted. He not only, I cannot even put it into words. It's like the, this is the epitome. This is the epitome of the feminine. The Empress is the mother figure. It is the Queen of Queens. It's like this woman is like the best thing that ever happened in the history of humankind. That's the way he sees you. It's like you are. The way I see it, truly, what came to me just right now is like she is too good to be true. That's the way it came to me. She is sensual, she is wise, and she is like a lucky charm, you know, like a someone that I have to take care of, not take her for granted. Like, she is one in a freaking billion, you know. It's just the Empress. And then we have the Eight of Swords, trapped. He feels trapped. Why would he feel trapped? I don't know. Give me 1 card about the Eight of Swords. It's like he's trapped in his feelings, is what I'm getting. Or he's trapped in his thoughts, in his mind. Look what we got. We got the Star and the Sun for the trapped. It's like she is a wish come true, and she is, the Sun is the happiest, the best card on the deck. I mean, really. It's like he, like, seriously, feminine, this guy is head over heels for you. You are a dream come true, and not only that, but you are like, it's like he's never been so happy in his life. Ever. Like, he, it doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't. Tell me about booty. Give me 2 cards for booty. That's why he feels trapped. Because this is too much. Temperance. He has to, okay, the way he sees it, like, he's about wisdom. We got Temperance, which is about equilibrium. It's about balance. The way I see this, and I need another card for this. The way I see this and the way that I'm doing this is that I'm channeling the masculine. It's like he says, she is wise and she is very intelligent. But it's like she keeps a balance. Like she doesn't overdo it, or she is humble about it. Like she doesn't, like she, maybe like she doesn't know how smart, how wise she is. And maybe she knows, but it's like she keeps it balanced. She doesn't take advantage of that wisdom. It's like she's not, it's like she's not acting up. She keeps it very grounded and centered, you know. It's like when she has something to say, she'll say it and then she'll move on. It's like when you speak with people who are short, simple. It's like they get to the point and that's it. They don't overdo it. They just get to the point and move on. That's the way he sees you. Like she says what she has to say, or she'll do what she has to do, and then she gracefully like moves on from that. That's the way I see it. Let me get another card on this. And we got the 5 of Coins in reverse. I feel like he feels seen and he feels hurt. He doesn't feel abandoned. Like he feels like, I don't know, this reading is going really well. I don't know if the feminine, excuse me, and the masculine have, I don't know, it's like not feeling left out, but who doesn't feel left out? And I feel like this is a masculine saying, like, I feel involved. I don't feel left out. I feel like I'm a part of her. I feel like I belong. I feel like I'm seen and I'm heard. And I am acknowledged. Like, I feel I just feel seen. That's what I'm getting. I feel seen. Like she sees me. She hears me. She understands me. She comprehends me. She accepts me. She... Wow. Yes. Mm-hmm. Tell me more about Coral's wisdom. Okay. And I got 2 already. So we got the 4 of Swords. And okay, so the 4 of Swords is about taking your time, taking a break. And then we have the 8 of Wands. It's about making progress. So how does the masculine see the feminine? The way he sees her, it's like she needs time. She takes her time. She takes her time for herself, just to be. She is not clingy. She is... like she needs that self time. That's the way he sees her. She needs herself. She needs her moment by herself. And he also sees her as someone who is making progress, who is moving quickly, who is ascending, you know. growing. So the way he sees her is like she is making progress as well. Like she is growing. She's making, like she is, I don't know why I'm thinking like evolution, but that's what came to my mind. Let me just get another card on this Eight of Wands, because she's making progress, but where or how? World. We have completion here. So it's like she is completing a cycle. She's moving through something and she's making progress. That's the way he sees her. She's moving through something. She's completing something. She has, what I just noticed here is how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana we have here. And one thing, the masculine may, or he may not know this consciously. But even if it is like subconsciously, it's there, you know. I realize sometimes for the masculine, it's really difficult to put into words what they really know, what they need to really feel. But this is it. It's like he, I feel like he has the feminine in very high regards, and when he thinks about her, it's like there is that Empress energy and a dream come true, and this is an excellent reading. I really like this. Let's go ahead and finish it up with an oracle for Rumi. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am an intuitive reader, but I always pull a card at the end, and I read it straight from the book. In this case, I'm reading the Rumi Oracle. And this oracle can be one card. The messages are long, but they're worth it. You know, there's a lot of information in each oracle. And so if this reading resonates for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It would really help me a lot. And let's see how we finish it up with Rumi. And if you are returning to my channel, thank you so much for coming back. I really love and appreciate you guys. Okay, I'm just got one card for Rumi. And this is Rumi by Elena Fairchild. Let me get one card, Spirit. How does the masculine see the feminine? And we see the dance of the feminine, number 42. The dance of the feminine. Let me bring this closer. You guys can see the cards. Okay. So number 42 here. Go ahead and charge the camera. For some reason, I can charge this camera for like 3 hours or 3 days. And when I turn it on, it only lasts for like 20 minutes. Sorry about that. Just need to make sure I'm not gonna lose. Okay. Okay. Number 42. The dance of the feminine. So how does the masculine see the feminine? So there's a little poem here, and I'll go ahead and read that first, okay? And it says, if a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the saw or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like the rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. Rumi. So it says, how can your feet bear to be still when the music of the lush is inviting? How can you hold yourself back when the tide of love, when the horizon looms so vast and exciting? How can you not arch your back and respond with ecstasy to the lover's touch, saying in absolute submission, yes, more? You are made to move and grow, to love and flow. Even mountains change. Surrender the stodgy ways of the mind and become willing to dance to the great orchestrations of love. You may feel unsettled, beloved, as though the ground beneath you is not so solid. You may touch it to see, is it moving? Of course. It is hurtling through the skies, spinning, tilted on its axis. It's amazing you're not passed out on the floor in utter dizziness. Yet, you stand there, imagining you have a choice of not moving. That's funny, foolishness. Let us laugh together. How can you imagine this? Only through some misplaced fear. It is such a small craziness, really. You can cast it off. That small, crazy fear. Let it return to the Earth Mother to become fertilizer for the grander and more exciting insanity of divine love instead. Give up that tiny insanity in favor of the greater craziness of love. You cannot be unmoved by it. The rhythm of life will get you shaking your hips eventually. How could you not become entranced by the gleaming dance floor, shimmering with possibility and invitation? This oracle comes to you with guidance. Your life may feel as though it is being tipped upside down. Perhaps you feel as though the great beloved is in a feisty mood, has grabbed your ankles and holding you upside down and shaking you wildly until your skirt is over your head or the pockets of your pants become freed of the contents, keys and wallets, dropping to the floor in the tray. Your hair is messy, your bottom is in the air, and your sense of orientation is nowhere to be found. Blood is rushing to your head, and goodness knows, you just want to be put down, to have a moment to come to your senses. So the beloved will give you the gift, but don't imagine it will last for too long. The great beloved esteems you capable of so much more than being sure-footed and sensible. You are capable of more whirling and stumbling, while inspired by the music of the spheres. If you just accept the great invitation to dance, there won't be much roughhousing going on. It won't be needed because your hair will really be a mess. Your blood will already be pumping and you'll be sweating, laughing, smiling, and dancing. The great beloved will be alive in you, which is all that grand seducer ever wanted in the first place, even with all the jokes and horseplay. Disarray in this evil by the divine beloved, you are able to break out of a too ordinary world. You will explore the delightful consequences of rocked boats and upset apple carts being swept away by love as you dare to dream bolder and wilder dreams for yourself and the world. There is bigger magic for you to weave this lifetime. Prosaic priorities inherited from the world are stuff and nonsense. It is the priorities of the heart that matter to you. If you are ever to right yourself while the beloved is tipping you upside down like a soaring bird is most impressive in dynamics, it will be through establishing right priorities, the priorities of your own heart. So ask your heart what matters most and attend to that. Soon, you'll be able to find your orientation, even if everything you have once held onto appears to be shimmering and insubstantial, a mere dance of light rather than solid ground. This will become so easy for you because your orientation will flow from within, from the heart, and no matter what shifts and changes take place around you, your center will remain strong. This is what the beloved wants for you. Such peace and relief it shall bring to you. But perhaps some shaking is about required. First, in case you are reluctant to give up some mainstream, unaware of how much they drain life away from your heart center. This oracle brings you a message also. There is something you are holding on to. A person, a place, a thing, a belief, a vision. And you need to let it go because it wants to grow. It may grow and change into something utterly different. Or it may grow into exactly what you're imagining. Whichever outcome, growth is happening, and you find you enjoy the way much more with greater flow and support and less bashing of your head against the proverbial brick wall, if you can let it happen. Don't worry if it seems as though your world is coming to an end, or you are losing something you once loved. This is just the shaking about of the great beloved to lead you into deeper, sweeter dance of divine being and becoming. Put your focus into your heart and realize you are more ready than you think. Now, shake those hips, stamp those feet, close your eyes and clap your hands. There, that's a better already. So, the way he sees her, the dance of the divine. I mean, I feel like I got a lot of information, but at the same time, it's like, the way I see it with this oracle, it's like the masculine was not ever expecting this feminine to come through his life. That's the way I see it. And now that she has shown up, it's like he has to empty himself and allow this connection or this relationship to be whatever it is meant to be, not what he wants it to be. Just become like an empty vessel. And just go with the flow, with the dance. Just like a flow of the river, you know, just like allowing. And not having an agenda, not having anything in mind. But just allowing what is meant to be is meant to be. And I feel like he knows that already. Not using his own agenda and just accepting the gift that the universe wants to present to him whenever it wants to present it to him. So I don't feel like he is using his own perspectives or his own expectations or his own you know, like this is the way it should be, like his own agenda, but it's more like allowing. That's what I feel. Just allowing, dancing, going with the flow. So that's the way I see that he is seeing the feminine, is just letting God, universe, the cosmos, source, spirit take a lead on this, and he's going with the flow instead of using his own personal desires and needs. Okay, so that is your reading for the Divine Feminine. I hope it resonates. I thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, take care. Bye bye.